Picture this, you type a simple text description and in a couple of minutes you get a result. You can use it for architectural 3D renders, 3D printing, video games, any project for that matter. And the best part, all for free. What's up guys, Nuno here. Today I'm diving into Meshy AI version 6, a tool designed to create 3D models faster. You will see how it works, whether its features live up to the hype, and why these tools are becoming essential in creative workflows. So first things first, head over to the Meshy AI website and create a free account. It should take about a minute and it gives you 200 credits for free, which is plenty to test the tool. So let's start creating a new model. Head over to Workspace. We have two main ways of creating models, using text to 3D and an image to 3D. Let's start with the image to 3D, in which you describe what you want to generate. This could be something basic like a ficus plant, or something more specific like fiddle leaf fig tree in a round minimalist concrete pot. So let's start by choosing the AI model. Nano Banana is the fastest, but also the least accurate of them all. I will use Nano Banana 2, which is quite good and fast enough. Then type here this prompt you can see on screen and also copy from the description below. The white background on the prompt is important. We just want Meshy to generate our object and no environment at this point. I set out to create 4 generations in 1:1 aspect ratio. And here's all the new generations. You can select one of them to finalize the model and just click Send Image to 3D at the bottom right corner. And this is the new window. I keep everything by default and hit Generate. This is what was created. You can see the clay model, and by clicking here on top, you can check the geometry. It's a lot, but don't worry. There's an option to turn this into quad and with a lower number of polygons. But before we do that, let's click here at the bottom for texture. You can see it picks up the image we used, and for the options, just leave the remove lighting and generated PBR maps. So we have all the correct physical base materials. I think it turned out great actually. Now you can use your mouse buttons to further inspect the model, and you can see in the top right corner all the textures available for this model. Next, we can click on the remesh to optimize your model. This can give you a less detailed version of the model for performance purposes. The adaptive option lets the AI decide on the number of polygons, but in this case, I want fixed and select 30K. As for the topology, the quad will give you cleaner geometry that's easier to edit, but with less detail. This is the one we want for this, so just select it and click Confirm to process a new model. After a minute, we are left with a new model, more optimized, with less geometry. And to download the model, you just click on the download button at the bottom of the page and select in which file format suits you better. For this, I will select FBX. Let me show you how it looks inside Lumion, the rendering software I'm using. You can see how it looks here in the software, and here's the final rendered image. Pretty cool, right? By the way, let me know if you want more videos exploring this AI tool, and comment below which objects you want me to generate. I'll make public the ones with the most likes. Now, with text to 3D, it's a bit different. You simply type in what you would like to have. For example, stone garden fountain. Select standard, Meshy 6, which is the latest and better AI model, and for the pose, select none, since this is only for characters. Let's select 4 generations for variation and click Generate. Here's the 4 versions generated. Select one of them and we need textures now. Click on Texture and just click the button to generate the textures. Give it a couple of seconds and here's the final 3D model. And again, here's how it looks inside Lumion. And I'll just render to see how it looks. I've also went to the community tab and found a character that I've liked. Here it has options to send directly to the most popular 3D printers, but Since I have the Anycubic Cobra S1, I will download the model as a STL file instead, open in my printer software, set the correct options, and send it to print. This specific file took a couple of hours to print, and here's how it looks. You can basically generate anything with Meshy and print it yourself if you want, and that's really cool. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can try MeshyAI for free. Join over 10 million creators using the #1 AI tool for 3D creators worldwide. You will have 200 credits a month to generate new models and get Pro monthly for just $1. Starting today, click the link in my description to unlock just $1 Pro access. Limited quantity available, first come, first served. And while some generations aren't perfect yet, it can transform your workflow, especially smaller assets to fill in your scene. And let me know if you'd like me to continue exploring this AI tool. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.